make a blacksmith's knife. I already have 2 knives that I gotta get done that has a whole bunch of handle work that I gotta get to, and I don't feel like doing that, so today I feel like forging, and I want to make a blacksmith's knife, which means there will be no handle work. So I have here a piece of leaf spring. This leaf spring actually comes from an Amish horse buggy provided to me by the leather mule, of course. And I figured I just want to get out here and do some banging, make a knife, just kind of get back to the roots, so to speak, and yeah, just kind of a video just to mess around and make me a blade. I kind of want like a full belly blade. It's just going to be pretty much all belly, I'm hoping, and of course I'll forge down the handle into a long tang that's going to get wrapped around and all that good stuff. But yeah, no handle work, very little belt sander time, I hope, and that's all going to depend on the forging. So go ahead, get everything hot, and get started. I just feel like swinging the hammer and just like a one and done, make a blade, make a handle all together. And yeah, just sometimes you just got to do it, you know. You don't feel like all the other work, hand guards and pummels and scales and all that good. Sometimes you just want to make a blade, wrap it up, and get done. So that's what I want to do today. I just want to forge out a blade. It's going to be like a one and done, and hopefully we turn out something that's kind of nice, so we'll see. got the tang drawn out as far as I want it for now. Now I'm going to start to form in this tip here. And do a little bit of work upon the spine. So when I go ahead and start to forge in these bevels, I really want this thing to just banana, because that's kind of what I'm going for. Alright, so I'm still kind of forging in the tip here. Alright, so I'm going to start putting some bevels in, but I'm not really going for a plunge line. I really don't want a plunge line on this. And if it bananas, that's where we want. We want it to just go. Let it banana. So sometimes you just gotta kind of hit the metal. If you like where you put it, just leave it. You don't always have to force it where you want it to go. So I kind of set out to forge this knife. I wanted it to banana. I don't want any kind of a plunge line. I just want everything to kind of flow. And we're about ready to flip it over, finish off the handle work. I think we got a nice curve in there. So I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to finish off this handle work, and then we're going to wrap the handle. See what we wind up with. Alright, so I about got the handle. I'm going to work on this very point here. I'm going to actually curve this opposite what I'm doing. Now I'm going to round this back around. So I could put this in a jig, but I'm just going to use my hammer. Looks like I bit off more than I could chew there. It's kind of an eyeball game. I think I still got a little bit more than I can chew. I got to open that back up. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, I bit off way more than I could chew on that one. Let's open this up a little bit. I'm not doing any fancy twist or anything. It's going to be a simple wraparound handle. I can get my mark in here while it's still hot. Right here. Alright, let's let this cool down. Alright, let's let this cool down, see how it feels in the hand. Do a little bit of straightening. Yeah, a little bit wacky. A little bit wonky. Alright, so when I turned the camera off last, that was actually about 3 weeks ago. I took this over to the belt sander, and all I had was a bunch of old worn out belts. And I pretty much kind of screwed up the grind and what I was trying to do. So I just stopped, put this aside. I got some belts in, and I went ahead and did a full flat grind. I ground past all the forging with some new belts. And I got a pretty nice belt finish on it. And I went ahead and etched it. I got it sharpened off the belt sander. It hasn't been stoned yet, but it's kind of what we wound up with. Yeah, taking it to the grinder, trying to use a worn out belt. I just kind of screwed up the grind. I just put this thing aside and said, you know what? I don't even know why I tried that. So yeah, you know, an old worn out belt just doesn't track right. It gets all kinds of smears, and it just doesn't grind flat. So I put this aside, and about a week ago I got the belts in. I got it all ground up, and I did the finish work on the knife, and this is where it wound up. So still a blacksmith knife. It's not a forged finish anymore, but I think it still turned out pretty decent. Since I had to do all this work, I might even try to figure out some sort of paracord wrap to kind of braid it in the looped around handle. So, but this is what we wound up with. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and yeah, just give you a little public service announcement. Don't try to grind a freshly forged blade with a bunch of worn out belts, because it's going to cost you a whole bunch of work in the end. So I just want to thank y'all for stopping by. And yeah, this knife is about a month in the making. It's supposed to be a quick project, but yeah, it is what it is sometimes. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out Metal Man Productions on Etsy, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.